My great-great-grandmother.
My great-grandmother.
My grandmother.
My grandmother.
My grandmother.
Grandma.
My grandmother.
My grandma right here, she's a legacy.
You know what my grandmother and my aunties, what I got from them, was that they taught me a way to think.
She grew up with all her grandmas, and they were all beadworkers. This is just what we do. As Dakota Nakota women, we bead.
That is what has guided me. And even though, we have lost so much in our culture and, we've lost a lot, but those things are still there.
My mom really pushes the idea that, I'm a sixth generation basket weaver, but we've been doing it for years and years before cameras were even invented as well. And that has been really instilled in me that this is a generational gift that needs to be passed on.
To me, it's really wonderful to know that this is where my grandmother dug her roots.
To carry on these traditions in today, how amazing is that? To have something that was given to your people thousands of years ago that you can still do today.
Oftentimes, our artists have played a really central role in cultural continuity. A lot of our artworks carry teachings, carry stories.
Throughout generations, throughout our history, our women have always been beading. Our women have always been keeping history in that way. Look at the dress. The dress tells a piece of our history, not just our family, but of our home.
My piece is called Anishinaabe Kwe, and it's generally a life-size basket in the shape of a pregnant woman. Pregnancy and motherhood and passing on, being a carrier of culture really, because that's what you are as a Native woman especially.
It's not like we go down to the river and just pick whatever's there and make a basket. You're taking your auntie out there, you're taking your grandma out there, your great-grandma. You might not have even known them, but you remember them and you ask them. You ask permission.
For us, right, these things are our teachers. They continue to teach us. And by learning how to make them, we continue to understand our ancestors, and we continue to be in dialogue with them. And at the same time, it gives us insight into the future.
All the kind of materials that we utilize to make our clothing are somehow represented within this coat. To me, this is just a symbol that talks about our history, that is a link to the past, that talks about our present, and that it's also a link to the future.
I wanted this coat really just to have a reflection of who our women were and still are. The beauty of that coat, I don't look at it as a beauty of that coat, I look at it as a beauty of our women.
Because we have this talent and we're here at this time and we have a venue to carry on those traditions and make it the best traditional pieces that we can do. That's what I got from my mother. You honor your ancestors by doing the best job you can do.
I always feel like this is what my grandmother gave to me, and this is what I want to be able to pass on.
My grandma Helen was a big inspiration to me and all of my grandmas. They know how to do it all now.
I'm always thankful for all of the women that came before me that kept this going. I'm thankful to be a woman that's able to pass it on to my daughter today. And I look forward and I dream about the day when we can pass this on to the next generation after that as well.
Just continue this. It has to be continued. All right.